You are listening to the Wisecracker podcast.
That is crazy. All right. Well, if you're watching, you might hear some stuff up there.
Some pitter pattering of a 90-pound woman that walks
Clumping.
around like fee fi fo fum. What was his name?
Fee fi fo fum.
Rumpelstiltskin.
No, it was Beanstalk.
Wicked Witch.
That was the
That
beanstalk
was
guy.
Jack
and the
off
Beanstalk.
the beanstalk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jack and the Beanstalk.
He climbed all the way up there to jack off the giant. Was it a giant? Was that what it was?
Yeah.
Jack and Jill went up the hill.
Yeah, well, he got some magic beans.
And it grew a bit.
And it grew a stalk.
Wait, is this Jack and Jill?
So
No,
magic.
no. Jack and Jill
went up the
They went
hill.
up the hill.
Oh, and then
But Jack went up the beans. Was it the same
Hansel
Jack?
and Gretel.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, you're thinking of Hansel and Gretel.
Is this like a Jack Ryan situation where it's like the movie is a different name and you don't know it's the Jack Ryan movie?
Yeah, are Jack and Jill and Jack and the Beanstalk the same guy?
That is funny that
Jack and Jill's just a. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. I was literally about to move on, and we have so much shit to take here.
Yeah.
I'll write it down. I should have a little notepad. I write shit down so I don't get ahead of myself.
No, it's all good. I was just saying. So Jack and Jill's the nursery rhyme, right? And then the Jack and the Beanstalk is the story.
No. Jack and Jill and Jack in the Beanstalk, for what I know, to be serious, to be honest, is two separate stories.
Oh.
But it might be Jack Ryan.
Oh, you thought one was like the musical.
I thought they were the same story. I thought he went to the Beanstalk and then he went up the hill.
Well, I know Jack Ryan
Jack's always
went up the Beanstalk.
going up stuff.
So
Jack Ryan went up the Beanstalk to protect the president, and then Jack Ryan and Jill.
Well, Iran was attacking the stock.
yeah. Jack and Jill went up the hill because there was a nuke at the Super Bowl that was going to kill the president.
Jack and Jill went up the hill. Jack came. Someone came down and blew Jack. I came down and blew Jack.
Jack Ryan.
Don't rhyme. It just happened.
Jack
that way.
Ryan went. Jack and Jill Ryan
Fetch a pail of cum.
went to.
Riveting stuff here, guys.
We had something good and we made it fucking about sucking dick, and I was trying to make it about like a secret Asian fairy tale, and you guys were not helping at all.
I was just stumbling through.
I was like, what if this is like a Tom? What if we made fairy tales like, oh, she lives
Like
in a
a-
shoe, and the shoe is a Russian spy,
Clancy
and you guys were
novel.
like, what if fucking Jack sucked a dick and was gay and took it in the ass, and he put a bean in his ass and made a big fucking butt plug.
Yeah. I did. You know what's funny is I just fucked up a joke because I was gonna do because there's a character Andrew Dice Gay. Where he would go.
This is your character?
No, it's Anthony Cumia. Rest in peace. But all right. What
All right, the other staple of the podcast, other people's material.
But what I was gonna say was that it is kind of crazy just talking about how it's Jack and the Beanstalk, and then Jack and Jill went up the hill. It is crazy that we used to have movies that were like Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom, The Empire Strikes Back, all that, and then like Jack Ryan movies were all different names, like Hunt for Red October or like Clear and Present Danger. And at a certain point, the Hollywood decided that the American consumer is so retarded that we had to just call it's Star Wars. This next one's Indiana Jones. This one, like they were
If
just
the name
like
of
it's
the
the
guy
character.
isn't in the
Yeah,
title.
like no one's gonna go see.
How am I gonna know?
No one's gonna go see like like the thief and the intelligence. They want to go see Jack Ryan. They want to see Jack Ryan on Hulu.
It is smarter marketing though.
Yeah, because you have the brand.
Because you go like, hey, you want to go to the fucking Thief of the Night? I'm fucking retarded movie, and you're like, well, which one's that? No, it's a sequel to the painting guys in the shower with girls. And you're like, wait, what's the sequel to that? No, it's the sequel to Lights, Camera, Action with Dickie Roberts or
Just
something.
call it fucking 2.
Yeah,
whatever
yeah,
2.
Well, it's
that's
like
true.
like how everything. Well, everything.
James Bond still does it, and their titles get progressively more and more retarded.
Yeah, it's like James Bond and the casino I lost a lot of money from. Royale 2.
Well, they used to be
0.5.
called like Dr. No It's like, well, that's the guy's.
Or Tomorrow Never Ends. And then the next one's like, Tomorrow Never Ever Ends.
Ever, ever.
Tomorrow Never Ever Ever Ends.
Diamonds are forever. And ever.
There's a James Bond movie where Sean Connery comes out of retirement after not doing like 3 movies in a row. And it's called Never Say Never. Again.
From Russia with Love. Extra love this time.
Yeah.
Those are some of the worst titles I've ever heard.
Yeah, they are really bad.
From Russia with Love.
It was like
That
the
stinks.
But like Dr. No,
Thunderball.
Goldfinger, it's just like, yeah, that's the it's like if The Dark Knight was called Joker.
Which
is
there is
fine.
something to that.
No, I'm
Like
okay
the
with that.
Like Batman, every movie should have Batman versus Superman type title.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
should be
Batman
every single
versus
character.
Kong
Superman.
versus Godzilla.
Superman Wins Edition. just give away the ending.
Yeah, in this
Batman is
Superman
Bruce
wins.
Wayne and Superman wins at the end.
Dark Knight.
The movie.
Maggie Gyllenhaal, a lot uglier than the first girl. Spoiler
Yeah,
alert.
you don't even see her nipples poking through her shirt.
Yeah, that's
Did you see the
true.
clip of ESPN First
Katie
Take
Holmes'
when that came out?
nipples. Huh?
Do you see
Oh yeah,
that?
Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah, Stephen A. Smith is like, Maggie Gyllenhaal is the ugliest woman ever.
Batman would not throw himself off a roof for Maggie Gyllenhaal.
And Skip Bayless is like, finally, something we can agree on.
Yeah.
and you just can't do that now. You're just going.
I feel like Stephen A. Smith is doing a lot of that. I just saw a podcast clip where he's hearing he's just interviewing Candace Owens, and she's just saying some shit, and he's like, no, you know what? I never thought about that. This is why no one can compete with you, Candace, because you bring the facts. It's like, oh my god, dude!
Well, he's trying to run for president.
Oh, is he
Stephen A.
actually?
Smith?
Or there's some kind of movement.
Well, because
I'm sure it's
he finally out debated Skip Bayless by not catching any sexual assault charges. That was the ultimate first take.
Yeah, he
Cold
didn't. He
pizza.
didn't offer
Cold
someone.
case.
He didn't offer someone $1.9 million to suck his cock.
Yeah, a hairstylist.
You should be president if you don't do that.
That is so.
I want to
fucking
fuck you.
funny.
However, I will accept no for an answer.
sitting, getting your makeup done, having like a woman finally touch you and be like, "I will pay you $2 million to suck my dick."
Also, how much disposable income do you have? Being like, all right, I got this, because that's not even enough to be FDIC assured. That's too much to be FDIC assured. You got to do like $250K.
Yeah.
You know, something you could call the bank, be like, the top wasn't that great. Can I have
And
it
she
back?
was suing him because she regretted not taking the money.
Yeah.
And she wanted some money. That's the only way
Interesting.
I can see it.
Oh,
'Cause she
yeah.
said no, right? So what's there to sue over?
I mean, I would suck Skip Bayless's cock for probably a little less than that, even.
It would. Well, you know what happens to like
1.9
lottery
million
winners
is
and
so
stuff?
much.
You know
That's-
when people that aren't used to that much money just get it thrown on them, it can be a curse.
Oh yeah.
So he did her 2 favors.
yeah.
He didn't
voodoo
assault her,
curse.
and he didn't give her the $2 million.
She also, you can't undervalue the possibility of her getting addicted to sucking cock for money. From
right.
Yeah.
Once
Well,
you get a taste,
just quit.
Once you get a
makeup.
taste of the Bayless, that 73-year-old penis,
once
you'll
you,
never go back.
once you
to
get a
not
taste of the
sucking.
old magic beanstalk.
Typical Cowboys fan has all the money in the world but can't get a good running back, and in this
Yeah.
case, the running back is a woman's mouth.
He can't keep it in his pants. It's kind of funny when Robert Kraft, the Patriots guy, just got like a rub and tug and he got arrested.
Yeah, that was dumb.
Yeah. Also, it's like, if you're a billionaire, it's like, can't you be like, hey, can you come over? Like, why are you at a rub and tug place
Yeah, like
as a billionaire?
Bill Belichick did.
There's
it
gotta be
right.
something
He
to
just
going
went
to
on
the
Raya
place.
or whatever and found a 26-year-old.
It's like, yeah, you could watch a movie at home, but sometimes you got to go to the theater. Sometimes I got to go down to the Thai place.
Yeah, I need the
experience.
authentic.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
That
like,
also seems to be like a boomer fantasy of like, oh, I'm gonna go get a massage and then get
Yeah.
jerked off.
oh yeah.
I don't know a whole lot
I
of
think
people
it's
our age that like.
I think it's
like that idea.
Vietnam PTSD.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
could
now
be.
our fantasies are like buying a house.
Yeah, yeah. My
Can you
my
imagine?
extreme sexual fantasy is like not having a car payment that makes me kill myself.
Dude, I jerk off to things going well. Like, I'm just like, could you imagine like if I had a house and could
Yeah.
afford things? Oh, I want to come. Like that's how bad shit's been going.
Well, I think you brought that up on the last episode.
I know. You didn't hear it. Yet.
Oh yeah, how'd the fucking the two prop
two-man
go?
one?
Oh, that-
How did that
that
go?
It was
That-
better.
this is
As
an
a matter of
improv show,
fact,
by
I
the
didn't
way.
want to bring this up until the end of the show, but Sam, you're fired.
Oh.
No, I really would. If like I saw the YouTube comments, people were like, "I love this podcast," and I was like, "I don't think we've ever gotten that." In 2 years of being here, I don't think I've ever had anyone come on and be like, "Wow, for what's this podcast?" And I'm, like, "Oh," I'm commenting, go to the other episodes, see if you like them too.
You're missing the main character on this one.
I would fucking love just to be booted. That'd be yeah. I don't care. If me
funny to say on
leaving
your
the
own
podcast blew it up, I would leave right now. I'd put the mic down right now, not say goodbye or a single.
Well, it's kind of funny. Me just driving brought this podcast back.
Yeah.
Like this podcast did it. I'm like, I can drive.
Yeah.
I'm too lazy to meet up.
It's just
Yeah,
I
that's a good
single-handedly
point.
brought. Yeah. I mean that's all. That's all it was.
But it was good. Like the episode was good. Felt good.
Oh yeah, best one yet.
A banger, a fucking hit. Nice.
I thought it was
The
good.
people love it. We got a weird.
I think the
was so
AI
weird.
thing was hilarious. When we found the AI stuff with the. We're just gonna recapping the Patreon so you guys go on it.
Yeah, if you
We're
want.
just doing, dude. This AI on Twitter is so fucking insane.
It's Twitter's actual AI.
Yeah, you can type.
Is it
anything.
Elon's?
Yeah, but I was saying, you know how usual ChatGPT is restricted?
Yeah.
This is not restricted at all. We were like, write 100 jokes about the Kobe rape case.
Oh my god.
They wrote 100
Yeah.
of the fucking most offensive
tried.
things you've ever read. It was terrible, but
So actually, we're all fired.
yeah, we're all fired.
Chat GPT, I will pay you $1.9 million just to write me Kobe rape jokes.
Yeah, it's crazy what that can do.
What's
'Cause-
going to be the first computer to sue for sexual harassment? Because I saw what you were searching on your computer, and that's
Whoa,
got to be
yeah.
like, harassing a computer in a way, making it show you these things.
That'd be funny if
doing
somebody
these
was,
things for you. What if the computer gets so sentient that it's like, wait, I don't like that you use my face to watch pornography all the time.
My
This is
face.
like assault.
Yeah.
Well, I'm assuming the screen
the
is its
device.
face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually that was the movie.
It's the
Her.
eyes. The screen is the eyes to the soul, they say, as they say.
Yeah, no, that was the original
keyboard
script
is
for the
the
movie
nipples.
Her. He was jacking off, and they're like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to watch child porn."
They have
Yeah, you know what I
Phone sex on
mean?
that
Could it
show,
happen? When's that going to happen? 2030?
Nah,
2060?
I don't know.
3000?
Anything's kind of possible at this point. Every time I've seen ever since I've seen the AI of LeBron and Drake kissing,
Yeah.
I can't.
My
I
God,
don't
there's
know.
unlimited possibilities. If we can do this,
Yeah, that's like all,
if we can text prompt Photoshop Drake and LeBron
Anything's
kissing,
possible.
yeah. I
we're
know.
going to Mars. Maybe.
Did you send the Steve Harvey one?
Yeah, where he pulls out a gun and
Yeah.
shoots up the Price is Right or the Family Feud audience.
You know, we'll
That's crazy. That's like disturbing to see Steve Harvey
That's-
pulling out an automatic rifle and just
That
blasting
one's one of the
entire
old school
audience.
ones I was talking about, though, where it gets all kind of swirly and chaotic.
I'm gonna
the
miss that
further it
era of
goes.
AI. Yeah, where
Yeah.
it gets
I already
becomes a
miss it.
dream. It's like it kind of goes like organic and
it's
like
too real
flows.
now because
Yeah.
now there's certain things I can't tell if
Yeah.
it's AI or regular. Like did I show you the Diddy Hawk Tua thing?
yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
with
yeah,
it-
where
I thought
shit
that
moves.
dude that looks so real at
Right.
first.
Yeah, I saw something today. It was the
So we could have the computer
characters
write
from
the jokes. We could have the computer animate three guys sitting on a couch situation.
What's fucked up is we could probably already do this.
Yeah.
Like if the technology's there, we could.
Should we have a
AI.
sister podcast that's completely AI, but don't tell anyone?
Actually, they do that for the Rogan. Rogan has
Damn it.
full
I knew that
AI
guy had
podcasts.
better ideas than me.
They have like full AI podcasts where he's like interviewing I don't know. I forget. It's like people that he wouldn't interview
The
in a
web.
million years. Yeah, he has like there's a full
For real?
Yeah, there's a full Joe Rogan Kim Jong Un AI interview that's like 3 hours. I didn't listen to it.
Is it
obviously.
connected to his show at all? Or
No, it's just some guy is
Okay.
just like put his up like he just put in give me a 3-hour podcast with Kim Jong Un and Joe Rogan.
It's funny
And it
that
just
knowing what we
exists.
know about Kim Jong Un, he definitely like saw that and was like, I did do this. I was on Rogan
yeah,
for 3
how-
hours,
you
and he
know-
said it was a really
I
fun
am
having
the
me
best
on.
podcast guest on
That
Joe
was
Rogan.
probably made by the North Korean government
Yeah.
to convince.
Convince Americans he's cool.
The citizens of North Korea know who Joe Rogan is, and they're a big fan. So
Doesn't North Korea have weird rules that you like have to say he's handsome and everything?
Yeah. Well, you don't
sure.
have. You just should. It's polite. He's the leader.
But isn't there a law where it's like they're like, no, he is the best basketball player in the world. Like you have to like say things that aren't true, but are there's like some
knows?
law.
do you have to, or do people just do it?
Well,
Because
I think
sometimes
it's-
that happens.
I think it's mix of both. Because I think a guy like went to jail because he said that Kim Jong Un's haircut wasn't cool or something.
Oh no.
I heard of the guy who went to
That's
jail.
misinformation. So he should be locked up.
That is funny.
That's
being
cool
like,
hair.
Yeah, somebody tells you you have a bad haircut. You're like, I'm gonna arrest you for
Like literally, our country's top experts are saying my hair is cool. Fuck you. Go to
The
jail.
AP said I have a cool fade.
Dennis Rodman said I had the coolest hair he's ever seen, with a gun to his head.
3 hours into the Joe Rogan, Kim
And that's
Jong-un.
Dennis Rodman too. Cool hair guy.
What's interesting about that though is like if he did Joe Rogan, it would just be like any other episode.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be any different.
Except in Korea.
At the 2.5 hour mark, it pans over to Eddie Bravo and he's like, "So you're Chinese?"
It would be, yeah, it would be Rogan being like, "You ever think about trying stand up?" Kim Jong-un? He's like, "Oh,
I thought I saw a
What
Rogan.
about-
I thought I saw a Rogan Pol Pot interview, but it was just Elon Musk.
Yeah. Elon Musk is really ugly.
He looks like Pol Pot.
People say I look exactly like him.
No, they
you
don't.
People tell me I look
they?
like the ugliest fucking people ever. It's like him and Kyle Singler. Well, now it's Luka Doncic, who is a pretty boy. I do look like Luka
That's a
little
step in the right direction.
bit. Yeah, I'm like, at least it's a all-time Laker now.
Yeah.
Plus, it makes sense that you'd be walking around LA in a
Yeah.
Bass Pro
And-
Shop hat and not being 7 feet.
Be a full foot shorter than the real guy.
Yeah, dude. Have you been watching any of the Lakers?
A little
not-
bit.
They're cooking right now.
Yeah, I think I might become a Lakers fan.
Yeah, it might be that time. Just
Yeah.
become a Lakers.
Well,
I
fan.
remember my aunt.
Fuck the process.
My aunt, like the year I moved to LA, she got me a Lakers thing for Christmas. I was like, "Get the fuck out of here with this shit!" Like I returned it the next day, and now it's like, whatever, dude. I'm married to the Eagles and the Phillies, but the Sixers have they've done
I'm
me.
only
Well,
married to
remember,
the Eagles.
remember when we were
Fuck the
living
Sixers. I
in
hate the
New
Sixers.
York? It was a common thing where people were like, "So, like, you're a Giants fan now?" And they'd kind of be serious.
Yeah.
It's like, is that a thing people do?
Yeah, we lived within walking distance of Yankee Stadium, and it never crossed my mind to abandon Cody Ashe and Michael
like,
Franco.
People move to New York and they don't stop rooting for the Dominican Republic.
Yeah, people
I'm gonna
move to
drop
New-
the Eagles.
People move to New York and
I
they
love-
I
don't
got
speak
it.
English.
I love the Eagles.
People move to New York just to fly to Boston, then fly back and fly a plane into a building. And,
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
and
why,
you think I'm going to become a Mets fan?
No.
that is why people are.
I'm just gonna
moving to
drive up
Boston
the
in
rent
droves
prices.
now. They're trying to do the next 9/11.
Yeah, trying to get ahead of it.
They're like that's where the flight went. I can't change it. I can't change what's already great. It's like playing for the Lakers. You're like I can't play for another team and have the same legacy.
The Lakers are the coolest basketball team, too.
I do hate them though. I hate the Lakers, but I also like Luka Doncic, so it's very confusing. I like that he's just like fat and he's still good. Him and Jokic, they're just like two fat guys.
I
don't care about basketball
I do need
that much.
America to step it up.
Oh yeah, we need a white. We need a white.
Born here.
An American white.
Oh, we need an American white.
It was going to
Yeah.
be Kyle Singler, but then
I know.
fuck.
And then they're like, he looks too much like Matt Byrne. He'll never make it. He'll never make it in this league. Yeah, we need
Who's
a
that guy
white.
at Duke?
Oh,
Cooper Flag?
Flag.
Cooper
yeah.
Flag.
The problem with Cooper
Let's
Flag.
put all our hopes into this one young man.
Let's say
Cooper-
Cooper Flag is drafted and he's on a team I don't like. I'm dropping that L quick.
Oh yeah.
I'm dropping that L very fast.
Yeah, Cooper Flag.
He'll be copper. You know what?
He'll be
David Copper.
Copperfield.
Pooper.
Cooper. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, if I went to UNC, I would definitely.
I was a huge UNC fan. I wish
Me
he
too.
played for.
I
wish
like
he
that
played
baby blue.
Ooh yeah, we're synced up.
Plus, Tar Heel sounds like a slur.
It kind of does.
You don't like rooting for the Devils?
It is weird that their logo is just like a ram. You're like, that's not a Tar Heel.
I thought their
true.
logo was a foot, like Nickelodeon.
It's also a foot.
They've got the foot with the tar.
Oh yeah,
spot.
but their
But then-
team. I guess there's Carolina Rams in the mountains there, right?
I guess, but yeah, I don't know.
I'm like, how the
'cause
fuck am I supposed to?
I guess you can't have a mascot of just a fucking foot.
It should
Yeah.
be it should be tobacco.
But you should.
The
Like
foot.
the Stanford trees have it. They're just a tree. And then he got in trouble for being high.
The tree was high.
Yeah, you don't remember? There was like a string of tree incidents.
That was
where
in, like,
the Stanford
04,
tree-
right?
Yeah, it was a while
remember
ago.
that.
The tree loves tree.
There was a couple of accusations against Tree. Someone was
Was he
trimming his
smoking?
hedges, and he
Was he-
offered them $1.9 million to suck his trunk.
Suck his trunk.
I think there's more
was
controversy
he
than
smoking in the
just-
costume? I'm
Yeah.
picturing like
Yeah.
smoke.
No, he's just taking
leaking out
pieces
the
off of himself, and
mesh
smoking
eyes.
it. Yeah,
He's rolling himself.
yeah. Is that carnal or
Cannibalism.
cannibalism?
Cannabisism.
Cannabisism.
Yeah.
Dude, we're just having a hot
We are so
conversation.
good this one. This is a good episode. We're back to 3.
This could be the Patreon.
I'm looking up Stanford tree controversy. Oh, ooh, okay. This is AI over you. I do like how Google shows you the AI thing first. That's always wrong.
Yeah.
In 2022, the Stanford tree mascot was suspended after holding a sign that read "Stanford hates fun" during a football game. That doesn't seem like a.
He was, but he's supposed to be supporting Stanford.
I'm looking for the one where he was smoking weed. The kidnapping of the Stanford
Ganja.
tree.
You smell like ganja.
Oh, maybe they suspended him for this stupid thing to get rid of the Google searches. Of
we need
him.
a Jamie on this podcast. We need to be like, hey, could you Google everything we're saying right now?
Just let me do that, and you guys continue the podcast, and I'll be over here just producing it.
I guess
You're kind of in a sour mood today. Are you okay?
Me?
Yeah, you're a little.
Oh
little
yeah,
sour.
I'm nasty.
Yeah,
Today.
you're sour. You're
Well, it's because
sour,
I'm
dude.
2 days off of a week-long vacation, and I'm already back to being a fucking nasty little slut.
Yeah, you're like I'd be fine not doing this. Podcast.
You had an amazing thing too, where you were in Florida and it was raining and beautiful here, and then you come here and it starts raining.
Oh,
Yeah.
Why did you do that? To
I
us?
don't know.
yeah. You
No, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be nasty. I'm tired. I got tired.
No, you're not nasty. I'm always in a bad mood. Don't get me wrong.
I do worry sometimes to do this podcast. I mean, that's why I stopped. But I don't want to come across as someone that's not like.
No,
Guys, I'm grateful for this podcast this week.
I'm saying I don't know.
It's good to be back.
You're trying to. I can tell you're in like a dark mode, right? Because you're dressed like Rocky.
Dark
right now.
Sam. I'm dressed like Rocky.
Yeah, you're dressed like Rocky. You got like
It's an Abercrombie
sweats.
sweater.
Yeah, you got the sweater. You got
This is
If
a
Rocky
100. This is a
fought.
$100 sweater.
really.
This is a girlfriend purchase.
Oh man,
This is not
Oh.
a. This is not a thing a man buys. A baby blue $100 sweater.
Is that baby blue? Couldn't
Yeah,
see it with
Tar
my
Heel, dude.
glasses.
Ram. I'm a Ram.
Sorry, these are prescription sunglasses. I have to wear them for the whole podcast.
I can't see fucking shit. I can't see anything about the Stanford tree again. Oh,
You know-
in
you know-
February 2006,
Got him.
his blood alcohol level was found to be 0.15
Oh, is that high?
during a men's basketball game between Stanford and Cal.
Damn.
I know there was a weed one though.
The ganja.
Oh well.
His-
Actually, I
his
just
sap alcohol.
I just thought of
level.
a new thing to do when you're lying.
What?
Just say
Kill her.
no, yeah. You just go, guys. I was just lying.
There is nothing funnier than being caught in a lie or not quite caught in a lie, and just being like, I'm lying.
I do that every.
Oh, it's
like
amazing.
quit on.
I do
Like
that
you're pulling it
every
off, but you
single
quit on
day.
the lie.
Yeah. Hey, I'm lying.
I'm a compulsive liar, but I'll cop to it
Yeah.
because I think there's a difference between a person.
I'm a
who's
trustful liar.
Yeah, no. If you recognize that I'm lying, I'll tell you I'm lying, and then try to think of a different lie you could.
And
call
then
me
when you
out
get
on.
accused of lying, you're like, no, I'm actually not lying this time. I tell you when I'm lying.
Yeah, I tell it exactly.
Like when-
gaslighting 101.
interesting.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I do that too.
Oh man,
Definitely.
I think I get caught in a lie every single day. Like I was just thinking about that. Like I was just on the phone with my parents, and I said something, and my mom's like, "That didn't fucking happen." I'm like, "Ah, you're right."
You're right, Mom. You got me.
I was like, "Oh yeah," I was like,
I'm sorry.
Was
Aw,
it
dude.
something she would have known about, or
You
just,
No, well, because I
You
was
raised
like,
me better than this.
well, I was like, I saw Conan walking to the Oscars because I lived near the Dolby Theater. She's like, "No, you didn't." I'm like, "Yeah, I fucking lied about that." I was like, because she always tells me to walk by the Dolby Theater when the Oscars are on, and I never do it. So I just said I did it, and I said I saw Conan O'Brien.
What's
and
the
she
difference?
knew immediately I was lying.
But what's the difference? Who does it hurt? Unless there's a crime.
Doesn't hurt anybody.
And you're an alibi, and your mom's like, you have to fess up for Conan. He was accused of knife rape before the Oscars, and you saw him, and he wasn't in there.
You could get him off.
But like the little white lie of being like,
that is funny. Being accused of specifically knife rape. It's so specific. Oh man, yeah, that would be really crazy. Getting accused of that right after hosting the Oscars, like 2 days after.
Yeah.
What a.
That's why I always
week.
take a
Night in
break.
Hollywood.
You got to take a break from that stuff.
Bill Cosby probably actually did that though.
Yeah, like
He
this
was
is a
just
big.
like, he was at the Oscars and he's like, sounds like I might have to drug a woman in a couple days.
No,
Yo, are
he
you
only did
riding
it at
the high in your
he
life?
only did it at the Golden Globes. They don't serve drinks at the Oscars.
Yeah, no, he takes the Oscars serious, even though he's never really been in a good movie.
Fat Albert.
Great Bill Cosby.
I guess
Yeah,
he wasn't in
dude,
that.
Fat Albert. What are you talking about?
Was that his? Oh yeah, that is his movie.
I did a commercial the same time they were shooting a commercial where the one of the guys from Fat Albert was in it, so I met him.
Nice.
Anyway,
What you guys talking about? We're just like,
I was like, I am a fat black man myself. Sometimes.
were you like, hey, have you seen Cosby recently? How's it been?
How's he holding
How's he
up?
holding up?
Yeah. How you guys doing with all that?
I actually, one of my friends.
The president's no longer black, and Cosby's disgraced. How you guys doing?
Did I ever tell you
And the
one
best NBA player's not black.
Did I ever tell you one of my friends? His mom used to work at the prison that Bill Cosby was at.
No.
Dude,
Did he rape her?
No. But he said he was just like he would always complain about the food. He was just like, he would just
Like in
bitch.
a comic-y way? Or
No.
just like,
He would just be
this
like,
isn't-
the food, I don't like the food. It's really bad. And she'd be like, well, that's the food. You're in prison.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't
Well,
have
you
been a
don't-
rapist, Bill.
He only eats pudding pops.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently he's just a miserable cocksucker. Like he's just,
Well, the food was what made him go blind in prison.
Maybe.
yeah. Apparently she would just talk to Bill Cosby a lot.
Do we have any updates
Just have,
on
like,
that?
full-on
too?
conversations
Is he
with-
blind?
Ooh, I saw something that there's
That's
an
cool.
LA
Meeting
prison
celebrities?
that's in trouble. Because I was thinking, like, well, what else are you gonna do? Who are you gonna talk to? You might as well talk to Bill Cosby if you're gonna talk to prisoners.
Yeah.
There are prison guards that were running a quote unquote gladiator style fighting competition between like a juvenile detention prison.
Whoa.
Oh.
And they just got in trouble. I don't know the details. I'll look it up.
That's awesome.
Stanford tree.
That's such
I'll
a
look it
good
up.
idea. We
I
should
mean,
be doing more of that.
That is modern day dogfighting.
Just because
Because they're like, well, Michael Vick got in trouble for this. Let's try a different type of organized.
or like if they
organized
win the
fighting.
fight, do they get to be free?
Yeah, they get out. They become.
That's awesome. That's like Death Race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd support this 100%.
Yeah, if you win, you get to be free. That's what it says.
Well-
Officers charged in, quote, gladiator fights at California Youth Detention Center.
It's also good because you're freeing the most violent one.
What's really sad about that story is somebody broke the first rule of Fight Club. To
Oh,
not
true.
tell everybody about Fight
Yeah.
Club.
Yeah.
How does
Well,
the
someone
media,
lost
how does the
and they got
media know
salty.
about this?
Oh yeah, that's annoying. You know when someone loses an organized fight and they fucking bitch out about it after they get a concussion? I fucking hate that. Fucking hate with these.
16-year-old Jamal Tootson said, "What you do in life
Rootin'
echoes
Tootson.
in eternity." That's great.
That was his lawyer.
No, okay. 30 officers have been charged in connection with, quote, gladiator fights they sometimes encouraged inside a California Youth Detention Center.
Sometimes.
This is the
encouraged.
BBC, so they keep saying Centre.
Sen-
That's fucking shit, man. And stop reporting on our minority
Yeah,
kids.
stop talking about our
gladiator.
cool prisons. Talk about your
Yeah,
dumb.
why is the big black cock misquoting Jamal like that?
Officers tallied 69 fights at Los Padrinos Juvenile Hall in Downey, California. So that is close.
Ooh.
An investigation into the
Local.
brawls began after footage from one of the fights was leaked by William Banks. That saw ranging from 12 to 18 years old. So that's just not fair. That's
Well,
the
I'm sure
problem.
they- I'm sure they had weight
They need to
classes.
regulate this.
I'm sure they had weight classes, right?
True, yeah.
I guarantee you after this.
A guy who set something like this up couldn't be a total maniac.
Oh, this is interesting. The 8 officers are scheduled to be arraigned in April. Until then, they are now doing adult gladiator fights in officer jail.
We should get him on the pod.
That would be a fascinating
Those are the types
podcast.
of guests. If we get a producer, those are the types of guests I want to pursue.
Oh, we're getting those guests.
Yeah,
We're gonna
get the kids or the officers?
Both.
Anyone from stupid
Get
shit
Jamal.
like this.
Jamal's has a way with words, apparently.
Cool shit.
What did he say again? What was that quote?
I was just quoting Gladiator.
Oh. Do you each made that up?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you fucking got me. I was like,
That's the
I'm
quote,
lying.
right? What you do in life echoes in eternity.
I'm just lying.
I'm lying.
Something like that.
I lied. Yeah. No, I don't think any of.
Oh
these,
man, you got me. I feel like Joe Rogan right now.
He said it. He said
Oh
it
my
in
God,
Latin
really?
too, or he said it in what?
That's
did he speak in
hilarious.
Rome? Italian.
Yeah, Italian.
I'm such a dumbass. I was just like, wow, that's a weird quote from a juvenile. That's really
For a
sick.
16-year-old in prison.
Yeah, I thought that was a genuine quote. I was like, wow, this guy's really well spoken.
This guy reminds me of Ridley Scott.
I can't, wow, that was really
I
good.
hope he
That was
wins.
so good on the fly.
I hope he wins.
That was so good on the fly where I just went, wow. It's the liberal media trying to make Jamal look like a genius.
Well, do you ever see that when they will like clean up a quote sometimes?
Yeah.
It'll be like someone, robs a liquor store and they get a quote and they like clean it up so much that it's like this guy.
Yeah.
He
No, he
could
said
talk.
what we do in life echoes in eternity, but what he actually said was, man, it's some bullshit.
It's some bullshit right here, man.
They said this dollar bill's definitely not counterfeit. Don't look at it.
Counterfeiting $1 bills,
Oh yeah.
risking life in prison for like $18.
That's pretty cool.
Did you hear the news that there's a new Baja Blast flavor at Taco Bell?
No,
What
but
is it
I'm a
called?
fan of this
It's
quick
called.
U-turn.
It's called.
This total. Oh fuck! My roommate in a text said he did a complete 360, and I was like, yeah, no.
No. See,
No.
if I was the
I'd clean
BBC,
it
I'd clean up that quote.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry. Go ahead. Baja Blast.
Baja
It's
Blast.
called. Wait, I wrote it down.
Wait, is
Are-
this
This
a
isn't
joke?
a joke.
Is this a
This
joke?
is real. This is the news.
Wait, are we telling jokes?
Yeah,
now?
Baja Midnight. That's it.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a Baja Midnight.
Well, what is it?
It's just like I think it's a dark raspberry. But then I noticed that Dr. Pepper has a dark raspberry out. Like a lot of sodas.
They probably found
They
raspberry
found a whole-
flavor in the Ukraine.
Yeah, they found a whole warehouse of this stuff somewhere.
That's the precious minerals we're
Yeah.
getting from Ukraine. In the deal is raspberry.
Yeah, it's raspberry
flavor.
flavoring.
Oh, I'll give you a raspberry.
syrup.
Something's going on here.
I like the raspberry Dr. Pepper.
I didn't write a joke about that one. I do have some jokes.
Oh, should we get into the jokes?
What are we at?
We're at a half hour.
We can wait. We can wait for the jokes, right?
Actually, maybe we'll do the jokes on the Patreon. Make
no,
people
we've
work
been
for
doing
it.
them on the free ones, right?
All right,
Let's give them some on
We'll
both.
Yeah.
we could do
Actually,
that.
let's end it with jokes. We'll end it with jokes.
Honestly, now that I vetoed doing it on the Patreon, I'm looking at my jokes and they should not be said. So maybe
I was thinking for the Patreon, give the people something to look forward to.
True.
You always want to keep them guessing. And Baja Blast, it does sound like a gay sex move. Baja Blast that ass.
I was at a wedding. I was at a wedding last weekend, and then I was at a wedding. No, this is real. This is relates to your story. I was at a wedding last Saturday and the Saturday before. At the first wedding, I drunkenly walked through downtown Orlando, and then I don't remember. And the next thing I remember is waking up, and on my bedside table was a half-drunken Yingling, $20 worth of uneaten Taco Bell, and a missed midnight FaceTime call from my ex-girlfriend. And I was like, this
And a guy
night
dressed
couldn't have
like-
gone worse.
A guy dressed like Goofy with the bottom half of the costume missing.
Yeah.
Orlando Nights.
Boy, I wouldn't call you a mini. But yeah, that was I spent so much money last weekend. My biggest regret was drunkenly spending $20 at Taco Bell and just letting it sit there and go bad.
Oh yeah, that happens though.
Yeah, that's part of the game. It's part of the game.
It's part of the game.
Game is the game.
Part of the game.
A weekend warrior alcoholic.
I feel like it's almost. I think it's like your duty.
I feel
as
like
an
you are a
American.
weekend warrior. You're not an alcoholic, but you're a weekend warrior drinker.
Yeah,
I think it's your duty as an American to buy food and waste it.
Yeah.
Just to because we
Food.
can.
Yeah.
I'll let this Taco Bell rot. I don't care.
It was crowded. It was the most happening spot in all of Orlando. It was a huge 2-story Taco Bell, if I remember.
Oh, was it a
correctly.
Taco Bell cantina?
I was twisted off the Dirty Shirley's. That was the bride's drink of choice. So I drank a lot of them. And me and my friend were playing a game where every time one of us would just say, "Finish that," and you'd have to finish it.
That does sound like a fun game.
I'm not dodging the weekend warrior accusations. That is very true. That is very true.
I feel like no matter what day this podcast was, you go, "Oh man, this weekend was fucking crazy."
Hey,
like
listen,
Thursday and you're like, "I'm hungover."
yesterday I was in the closet. I found a half-drunken case of Bud Light, and I was very excited.
Hey, that's mine.
I know that is yours.
I want that back.
Oh man. Tell us
I
more
want that
about,
back so I can re-gift it to you on Friday.
Tell us more about Florida. It was quite a trip.
I will. Fucking forgot. This is my birthday episode.
Yeah, birthday episode.
Wait,
for
it's your
Sam.
birthday?
That would suck. That today was no, it wouldn't suck. Friday is.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh,
No,
man.
today's Ash Wednesday. It's the Ash Wednesday special.
Yeah, welcome.
Oh,
Ash
ooh,
Wednesday.
it's like the
For Lent,
Good Friday before the Easter.
For Lent, I'm giving up aging, so it's not even my birthday.
I don't call it Lent. I call it the Mark Wahlberg 40-day challenge.
Yeah. Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, we gotta
loves
start
that.
waking up at 3 a.m. or whatever, like Mark.
Have I shown you guys the video of Mark Wahlberg wearing his own clothes?
Designer got me drip.
Yeah. I'll show you guys
I
that.
was like,
Oh, this,
Municipal.
who else's
Isn't that
clothes
his,
would he be wearing?
Yeah,
The guy
actually,
in the
I
goofy
did
suit?
explain that really poorly.
Yeah.
Did I ever show you guys the videos where Mark Wahlberg's wearing his clothes? He
Well,
bought?
to be fair, half his Instagram videos,
sense.
he's shirtless, sitting at a table eating.
Yeah.
like,
very
Oh,
true,
yeah.
Actually.
eating just olive oil.
Yeah, it might actually be noteworthy if he's wearing his clothes.
Yeah. I always forget he's like 60 years old. It's just such an
He's
oddball.
that old?
He's getting up there. I think he's in his
Wow.
50s.
I thought he was like 25.
Yeah, Boogie Nights was last year.
I can talk about my Florida trip.
Yeah, I want to hear about it because I want to hear the gossip. Was there any hot gossip?
Ooh, was there gossip?
Did the bride one of the brides get caught fucking a black guy in a hotel or something?
One of the brides.
Not caught.
One of the
One of the brides.
Wasn't it two weddings?
Yes, there's
Yeah.
2 weddings, so there's 2
That's
brides.
crazy. There's 2 weddings. Which friend do you like more? Say it on the podcast.
I mean, I was in the second wedding.
Oh, so you like the second friend more. The first friend was like, I wouldn't go to this if the other friend didn't have a wedding type thing.
No, I would have. They were both very
Are
close
you sure?
friends.
I'm trying to like make you say something bad about your friend.
No, I did think about that because as I was driving through the west coast of Florida, I was having the realization that I do need to start saying no to weddings. But I would have gone to both of these, even if they were not
Allegedly.
Yeah.
If you're the first friend,
But we'll
you
never
wouldn't have
know.
gone.
The only way
He's
to-
coping.
Both weddings were
The
beautiful.
only way to prove
in their
Sam
own
is your
way.
real friend is to divorce your wife that you're newly married to and get married again.
Let's see if he
The
can
first, the
invite
problem with the
Sam.
first wedding was it was very segregated. There was like a section for Asians, a section for blacks.
Was there actually?
No, it was.
Well, it was the
it was.
South.
There was like, oh, guys he knew growing up and in high school, guys he knew in college, guys he knew in.
Oh, I went to a wedding that was just like that last year.
Yeah, so it was kind of weird because it did feel like I was only hanging out with like the same like 6 dudes that I knew in high school.
Oh no! Well, what's funny is
Who were like not even my, like, no offense, not my closest friends. So it was kind of like a.
oh, dude, I have like the same exact, but it was more awkward because it was just 2 people at the table. At the one I went, because
God.
so this is what happened. So my friend got married. He quit comedy, but he like put his comedy friends at a table, and my friend Lemaire was supposed to go, but he had a gig with Shane that day, so he didn't go. And then like 3 other people didn't go, so it was just me and this guy and his girlfriend. like the guy I went
Who were
with.
just the comedy
And you-
people.
you-
and
didn't
then
know them,
and then
or-
the one table of like the childhood friends was like too overloaded, so they just brought 2 of those people to our table.
Nice.
That's bad wedding planning.
It was kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, so you guys do comedy? They're like, do you guys know him from? I'm like, yeah, I know. And we were basically just telling them like all like basically the most embarrassing shit about this guy because we knew him at his lowest point. We're like, yeah, he used to just like fuck really weird girls upstairs at his place in South Street. Really odd guy. Because it's like you should have like a different, if you know someone strictly at the worst point of their life, like, oh yeah, he would have like a mental breakdown. But
Yeah,
be
that
hilarious.
happens at all weddings. I feel like when you are like you like bring down the groom, or at least I do. There'll be like a weird thing. Like I was telling the people in the bridal shower, the second wedding, that the groom was held back, and that's why we knew each other. I lied, but
I was just kidding, folks.
it's a weird thing where you're like, oh, this is their biggest day. This is where they're the star of the show. I'm gonna
to
bump them
attack 'em.
down.
Well,
Bump
that's
them down a
what
couple
that's what you
pegs.
do to your friends. You go,
Yeah.
well, that's why they're your friends, because people don't bump you down like that if they don't like you.
Right.
Or actually, they do, or they say like you're, they do little slights that stack up over time. You're like, does this guy fucking hate me?
Yeah,
That could be a thing too. So this guy might think you.
I
hate
love doing the bump down. If you bump me down, if either of you fuckers bumps me down on my big day, I will put you at the kids' table.
I don't know.
I will move you to the table.
I don't know. That sweatshirt looks more like $95 instead of $100. I don't know.
I wish. Isn't that crazy? Like,
Where'd you
like,
get that
who buys
shirt?
a
The
$100
$95
sweatshirt?
store.
That really is the difference between men and women. I would buy this for $10.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Obviously
how
Not 10 times that.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing special.
It's
About
cozy. I
There's
don't
not
think it
even-
looks great.
there's not even like a
particularly.
FUBU or G Unit logo on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is what makes me spend money on something. I'm like, does it have the Notre Dame symbol on it?
Yeah, yeah.
In that case, I'll pay $10,000 for this.
But Orlando sucked. Orlando
Oh, yeah.
was a fucking waste. The wedding did have the Blue Man Group performing downstairs at the same time. So they had to wrap up the ceremony at a certain time because they were going to start banging on those drums.
I don't think the Blue Man Group ever started above us again.
Yeah.
Have you heard them?
The
I think
90-pound
we're good.
Blue Woman Group.
Oh yeah.
Except instead of playing the drums, they just stomp around their heels and go like. That's literally the noise. And I'm not even trying to be like misogynistic. That's the noise of them talking is.
Do you ever have a fantasy of that woman walking around and you go to her place and you're like, "Hey, stop that," and then she like invites you in and you guys fuck?
Not fantasy. That happened.
Did it?
No, but sometimes I'll be in the shower.
I lied.
Sometimes I'll be in the shower.
I was
and
just
then
kidding, folks.
They'll
That never
step
really
into the
happened.
shower, and it's like that we're like a wall away from being in the
Yeah,
shower
that's
together.
true. You're basically naked in the
Ooh.
same room,
Yeah.
except it's top floor, bottom
Do
floor.
you know,
Anyway, back to scrubbing.
do you
my
know your
ass.
upstairs neighbor?
Yeah, I always introduce myself to my neighbors,
Ooh.
especially when they're cute little girls.
Yeah, you should. You should go up there.
Little girl, you live near me.
Yeah, you should go up there and be like, "Hey, I don't like all the noise. Might need some punishment."
You like
I'm
making
about
you like making thumping noises. You know what
Make
else
the noise.
makes thumping noises?
If anybody's gonna make the thumping up here, it's gonna be me.
Hey girls,
You
I
hear
was
me?
just hosting the Oscars, but that doesn't mean I can't do my first love.
You ever hear me jacking off downstairs?
You hear me jacking off? You ever hear somebody tell me I'm so good at jacking off? I'm really good at it.
But the
best.
the Blue Man Group, and then Monday I was supposed to go to a Philly spring training game, but it got rained out. So I drove all the way to Clearwater in my Nissan Altima, my white Nissan Altima,
The best color.
and it was pouring rain, so I ended up staying in a resort for 3 days in a row. I just got like a hotel, like tonight deal or whatever. And
Oh no.
so I stayed in a nice resort, and then I also stayed, dude, on the way. I did end up going to the Phillies game on Thursday. I finally actually met the Phillies backup catcher, Garrett Stubbs.
Ooh.
That was fun because he's a friend of a friend. So we talked while they were doing bullpen stuff.
What'd
'Cause
you talk about?
He's like a big party guy. My friend,
Weekend Warrior.
and yeah, he's a bit of a
I'll call
weekend
him
warrior.
Weekend Warrior.
Yeah. We talked about just how long our mutual friend had been a junkie and shit like that.
Oh, you're bonding over your fucking
Yeah,
loser friend.
yeah.
You're like, remember?
So we were tearing him down.
Yeah, you're like,
It's an easy way to get in with a new person is tearing down a mutual.
you're like,
Whether
hey,
he's a groom or 3,000 miles away.
you're like, yeah, is Teddy still doing heroin? Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
What a fucking
We're doing
bum.
better than him.
Yeah, you're in the MLB and I'm watching you in the MLB sober.
You see me on that Carl's Jr. commercial? I fucking crushed it.
Drug sober.
Yeah, you just tell him about, you just brag about the commercials you've been in. You're like, I crushed that fucking line.
Yeah.
He's like, you'd be like, have you ever been in a commercial? Fucking, you wish you have.
The
You probably have been in more commercials than any backup catcher.
Eric Kratz.
backup. I mean, he'd be a starter on any other team.
Probably, but I'm saying you might have more.
Wasn't Eric Kratz in like the Ham commercial or something?
I don't remember.
Or am I thinking of some?
Dietz and Watson, Eric Kratz.
Or,
Don't spread misinformation.
Or
Let,
he was in some.
let him have this. He's more of a movie star than
Dietz
all
and
the
Watson.
backup catchers.
I want to say that's true, but again, I wouldn't say anything. I don't know for sure.
But as I'm at the game that night, I'm staring down the gun of a 7.5 hour drive to Atlanta from Clearwater, Florida,
Oh man!
because the wedding stuff started the next day.
But the wedding was in Atlanta.
Yeah. I had a wedding in
Oh.
Orlando and a wedding in Atlanta.
What was the one? Where was the good one at?
They were both good.
No, what was the one you actually wanted to go to?
I enjoyed both of them. I'm happy for the invite. I will get a gift for the
Was
second
the second one
I
in
forgot.
Atlanta or the first?
The second one was in Atlanta.
Oh, so the one you liked was in Atlanta. The friend you liked better was in Atlanta. I hope that first friend just watches this.
I'm at the Phillies
You're a
game
fucking bitch.
and I'm getting burnt as shit. And beer's cheap, and I was drinking, and I have a 7-hour drive. And the boomers were coming up to me because Clearwater is like boomer city, and they were all just there, retired. They have a fucking timeshare just to watch the Phillies in February and March. And they were like, "Come to the tiki bar after the game. It's open for 2 hours. You gotta come." Just hammered boomers trying to get me to get fucked up. And I was like, "I have to drive home." And
My
they're like,
wife's got a
"Oh,
sister."
We're all driving home." I'm like, "I'm driving 7 hours."
Yeah, I got a sister.
My wife's got a sister.
The wedding planner for the second wedding, we're at a Catholic church. She's trying to set me up with her daughter. And she's like this small, like Nazi fucking woman. She was really, she ran a tight ship, but she was a Nazi. You got to respect the efficiency of the
She's
Nazi.
like, "Fuck my daughter."
She
Fuck my
kept,
daughter right now.
She kept hammering me with like, "Oh, my daughter. Oh, you love my daughter." And I was like, "She's not black. I'm not going to be injured."
Daughter wasn't there though, right? This was just a like.
No, she lived in New York.
Oh,
Did she pull up pictures? Was it that serious?
I told her to at a certain point.
she didn't pull him up.
No, she's like, "I don't have my phone on me."
You're a wedding planner.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. She bailed.
Also, it's funny to
she
do
didn't want that smoke.
It's crazy to pitch like you fucking someone's daughter, but them not showing you the daughter.
Yeah.
That's weird.
I think they found out that I lived in New York for a little bit. And then, we're in a room with all the groomsmen and the bridal party or whatever. And she's like, "Oh, well, why'd you leave New York? My daughter lives there." And I was like, "Oh, no good looking girls." and one of the bridesmaids was living in New York too. She's like, "I live in New York." I was like, "Case in point." This is one of the days. This is the prettiest you'll look possibly ever.
That is a funny answer.
and
Can I use that for if people say why I moved out of a certain area?
not enough pretty girls.
Yeah, not enough pretty girls.
The
That's
girls
a good
weren't pretty
line.
enough.
Did you come up with that?
I can't tell if you're serious or fuck.
I've never heard that before.
Not enough pretty girls. I mean, that's part of the reason why I did leave New York.
But
The
is
resources
that,
were
did you
low.
invent that?
I think so. Yeah.
I've never heard.
I
that
mean,
before.
definitely someone has said that before.
No way.
Should we just do the jokes?
I'm quitting the fucking podcast. Enjoy this shit.
You have a joke? Do you have any
Enjoy
jokes?
this shit.
Do you have jokes?
I got you.
Fucker.
We got like 10 minutes
All
left.
right, yeah, I got him fired up.
I'm never
And
sharing
then-
a fucking Instagram story for this fucking podcast ever again.
There, he's getting cranky.
Yeah, let's move on to the jokes. You
No.
fucking
Sam, Sam, I was not.
This is the Patreon one now.
Sam, I was not being facetious at first. I was being facetious at the end. I was not. I
no,
do think
it's fine.
I do want to use it. Don't
It's
get
my
mad.
wedding day. You gotta tear me down.
Dude, don't crash out, bro. You're crashing out. You're doing your first.
I have
podcast.
so much things to talk about too from the vacation, from the trip, but like now it's like I don't know if I always hate when I do something interesting for once. I'm like, I gotta talk about that on the podcast. And then you tell it, and it's like there's no passion behind it. It doesn't come up.
I'm sorry, bro. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to piss you off.
I'm not
Oh,
pissed.
damn it.
I'm not pissed.
A month into the
Have I ever
podcast.
told you that's like one of the few ways you can actually get me mad?
What?
And I don't even, it hasn't happened to me in a long time, but if you're like, you're mad, I'm like, no, I'm not. No, you are. I can tell. That shit kills me. That shit kills me, dude.
I've done that since the beginning of the podcast.
No, but you're not like serious. Like there'll be like a, no, I can tell. It's fine. You're mad. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, that pisses. Well, because it's also like,
you're like, no, you're not in my head.
yeah. All right, well,
Shut the fuck up.
I'm so
I'm mad.
I'm so sorry that I asked if I could use your line. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna. This sucks.
Actually, this is a good dynamic in the podcast. Just like little mini arguments that aren't arguments. Just
Guys,
like, I'm so
I do
sorry.
think the
break it
podcast
up.
needs
Let's
more
have a gladiator tournament.
Yeah, we're getting along.
It
to,
echo. These jokes are about to echo in eternity.
Yeah.
All right, should we do it? There needs to be some kind of song we put for like.
Yeah, here we go. It happened.
Yeah, I heard that through the headphones.
Was it that loud?
Turn that up
This
in the
thing has
headphones.
been all over the place. So if this episode sounds like shit, it's because it's raining outside. That's all I can tell.
Dude, I swear to God, technology. It's not
Should
the
we just
internet.
make
It's
this
all stuff.
should we make it a Patreon if it's not?
It'll be fine.
No, this is
Okay.
like fucking.
This will be
fire
better than they
episode, dude.
fucking deserve.
I got a
Yeah.
week off. I'm coming in hot. Matt's calling me. I said F. I did say F. Sorry.
Yeah, we cut
Matt-
a couple.
Matt's
We dropped
called
a
you
couple
what? I
Fs.
didn't call you anything.
No, I know. I was trying to pin
Okay.
for the audio. I was
I'm
trying
like
to
Joe.
pin that
I'm
on you.
like Joe Rogan. Everything's flying over my head today. you said a quote, and I'm like, Jamal really said that. All right.
I'll go for it. I have some really relevant things from like what happened in the news.
Yeah, I have two. I got a couple news things.
I've got some news things.
like Baja Midnight Mountain Dew.
Oh, these jokes suck too, but I'll do one.
Whatever.
During his address to Congress, Donald Trump made 13-year-old DJ Daniel's dream come true by making DJ an honorary member of the U.S. Secret Service. DJ naturally then proceeded to sit around and do nothing as Trump got shot in the head. That was too many words. I wrote that at the gym today. It's too
Pretty
many
good.
words.
The message was there.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go.
You go ahead.
Should we go?
Yeah, we'll do clockwise.
clockwise.
The problem with releasing the Epstein tapes today is where are we going to find a VCR in 2025?
That's pretty good.
I read that there's one suicide every minute. Isn't that crazy? One suicide every minute. That means every minute one coward goes straight to hell.
I'll piggyback on that joke. It's raining today, but it's supposed to clear up later in the week. Okay, I guess I won't kill myself yet.
Casey Anthony is back.
I saw that.
Yeah.
She's rebranding as an LGBTQ activist, saying, learning about gay people in school won't kill a kid. Trust me.
Did I just see you put Uncrustables in the freezer? Oh, we got Uncrustables.
Oh, wow.
When the Uncrustables are in the house, we're like an NFL team.
Yeah, let's cut this one short and eat some Uncrustables.
We consume the Uncrustables.
Fuck this.
Oh, we should do an unboxing for Uncrustables. That should be a whole podcast. We should eat Uncrustables and
Yeah.
not make any jokes or anything.
It's just
Just
chewing.
be like,
noise.
these are pretty good. These are great. I read that black women have the highest abortion rate.
Uh-oh.
Luckily, I don't have a joke on that.
Okay. I'm gonna piggyback on that by doing another tasteless one. During his address to Congress, Donald Trump accused the Biden administration of spending millions on, quote, transgender animal experiments. Now, I wouldn't go as far as to call them animals.
I'm gonna I'll
It's
piggyback.
nasty against the trans community.
Speaking of trans people, a study shows
Oh.
that trans people. Did you guys hear about this?
No, I
a
haven't seen
study
this
shows that trans people have existed for over 10,000 years. So that's my excuse for jacking off to them.
Yeah, they're old enough.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't have anything else.
Okay, I got some stuff.
I got some
This is a good one. This one's not tasteless. A China official says it is ready for, quote, any type of war with the U.S. Oh, God, I hope they don't challenge us to a bat eating competition.
That's pretty good. Hold on. I had a good. Hitler was obsessed with movies, which is so crazy because he killed all the movie people.
Ooh, I'll continue with the movies. The Oscars were this week.
Oh, Oscar Pistorius.
We got some Oscar. we got an Oscar joke
I
here.
heard there's something there.
A lot of winners, a lot of snubs though. And an Oscar snub was this one got snubbed in the Oscars. It's the sequel to 12 Years a Slave, 200 Years of Complaining.
Ooh.
This is on the Patreon or what?
Some cultures don't give blowjobs.
It got snubbed.
Some cultures don't give blowjobs. Fuck. Some cultures don't give blowjobs, and by some cultures, I mean my wife.
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, I just had ones. You already did a better version.
I just have one that's just about how Zelensky's lucky that Trump won because Kamala wouldn't even talk to him because he's too short. Because women don't like short men. I didn't really. There's just something. There's something. I don't know.
Last year, DUI crashes killed 6 children.
Uh-oh.
Can you believe that? Can you believe I killed 6 children? I got a few more.
I've got one. This is a little bit more of a popsicle stick joke, though.
Did DUIs really only kill 6 children last year?
Yeah, only 6.
What are we even talking about here?
That's unfortunate for the argument of, well, we need to put the kids in cages because if you'd pull over a guy who's drunk and he has kids in the back seat, you got to do something with the kid. Apparently not. You can just let him go.
Wait, were these kids doing the drinking and driving?
I don't know. But in other news...
Yeah, that's how they throw off a stat.
Subway Jared was on a phone bragging about fucking kids. I was like, hey, man, you got the wrong number. He's called me.
He was
talking to me on the phone, my best friend, Jared from Subway.
This was a little bit more of a popsicle stick joke, you know. Put yourself in the mindset of it's
Yeah,
summer.
listeners are familiar with that term.
It's summer. You're biting into a popsicle, firecracker popsicle.
A firecracker popsicle.
Maybe a fudge pop. Maybe one where you split in two and it's a twofer.
It's melted all over your hand. You just stepped in dog shit. It's just a bunch of fucking Spanish music everywhere.
Actually, that is immediately what I thought of when he said eating a popsicle.
So this is more of a popsicle stick joke. You ever so deep in that pussy you need a damn GPS?
I've never seen that on a popsicle.
I told that joke 2 weeks ago.
Who cares? Who cares?
I have one. It's not as much of a popsicle joke, but popsicle stick joke. Some girls be airheads. My girl must be on air stomach because how else am I getting so deep in that pussy?
Ooh.
Kind of like a popsicle stick joke that I'm trying out.
I read that Hitler took 30 pills every day. 30 pills every day, which I couldn't believe because he seemed so normal. Thanks, guys.
People are up in arms.
Don't come at Hitler.
People are up in arms about the
far.
youthful nature of employees at the Department of Government Efficiency, aka Doge. They're up in arms about the youthful nature.
Doja Cat.
Oh, I don't understand that. In my experience, 19 to 24-year-olds are efficient. They make it so that I only last 2 to 3 minutes. 2 to 3 minutes. It's efficient.
Help us, help you.
It's a good time.
You know,
And it's about coming.
it's pretty good. You know, a lot of people sound like pedophiles when they do the weather. They're like, it's 25 degrees, but it feels like 13. Am I right, folks?
Right.
It's so tight. There's no way it's 25 degrees outside.
It's cold outside. I'm also having sex with a kid.
Yeah. It's so cold out there. It's really cold.
You know that it's not. They're not even.
I'm wearing a
standing-
bow tie.
You know they're not even standing in front of the real weather. It's a green screen. There's not that map is. Why are the button press? That's not.
Wait.
Man, I feel
I'm
like the
going-
jokes killed the momentum this episode.
Yeah, I'm going.
Yeah.
I feel like the jokes killed.
I
Jokes were so bad it killed the momentum.
I know. I'm sorry, guys.
No, it's a group effort. What are we at?
That's an hour.
You know,
That's
yeah.
over an hour.
Sometimes the jokes,
That's
maybe the jokes might be like a monthly thing. Because I feel like sometimes.
I mean, no, we got to force it.
Yeah, we just got to get better at actually
We have
writing
to just
jokes.
force it. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
good practice.
that's true. Sorry. I'm really sorry. I feel like I fucked this whole
Not to
podcast
attack you
up.
on your wedding day.
No, I'm sorry. I feel like I fucked this whole podcast up. I feel like I fucked up. I'm such a bad person.
Let's give up writing bad jokes for Lent.
Yeah.
No, these were all good jokes. I don't know what you guys are talking about. My energy's been a little down.
I feel like all of our collective energy is weird today.
Because it's raining.
The audience at home has been
I also
alarmed,
think we all collectively had something happen that's unusual.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Forget it.
You mean like in our lives?
Well, I've been
Or-
I've been shitting blood. You just got back from Florida. I don't know what might be.
I don't know. I've been living a pretty standard life.
Oh damn! Maybe it's just me and Sam that are gay.
One of the we'll
All right.
tease this for the Patreon,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
one of the one wedding, the groom's younger brother was the officiant, and then in the very Catholic, very traditional conservative wedding, the next wedding, the father was like, you don't want to like go into a holy Catholic church and immediately accuse the father of looking like a pedophile, but he looked like if like you went to central casting, you pick out a pedophile. So I'll talk about that a little bit on the Patreon if we want. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. See you there.
Thank you guys.